on, guys? This is Eric Johnson. I'm with Kevin Raymond and some other sack of shit. And this is Stampede Episode 3. Or, I mean, RBM. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Sorry, let me give you a hug. You alright? Thank you. Anywho, we have Shane McMahon opening the show. RBM, what the hell's he doing here?
He owns the company, dumbass.
What I meant was, what was he saying?
Oh, are you deaf now too?
Yes.
Oh, well, just for you, Eric, and nobody else. So he comes out and he says, all right, folks, guess what? So after last week's horrendous actions by Harry Smith, after he lost his title, he wound up having a temper tantrum backstage, and he kicked everybody in the dick.
What a dickhead.
That's not what he actually said, but he essentially said he wrecked everything. He slashed someone's tires. He kicked someone else in the balls. He broke off the locker room door handles.
So
there was a mess backstage. He ruined all of catering. So he's been suspended.
Whoa, hold on. So he has 3 counts of criminal mischief.
Yep.
Count of simple assault. Jesus Christ almighty. He's got 4 charges racked up on him. Misdemeanors.
And guess what? He did all that naked.
Oh, so now we got a disorderly conduct.
And there's children backstage, so that's exposure to minors.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he put a child in a sharpshooter, and then everything all broke loose.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Worst thing is, it was a Make-A-Wish. It was a child from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I heard Harry Smith tried the Molotov cocktail at a local business after.
Anyway, so he says, Harry Smith has been suspended for the foreseeable future, so we can think about what he's done. Because he's really coming down like his dad or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So instead, folks, we're not going to have that title.
He's going to start he's going to start taking pain pills real bad.
So he says, we're going to have something special. For the first time since the relaunch of Stampede Wrestling, we are going to have a triple threat match with the title on the line tonight, where AJ Styles will defend his title against Captain Canada himself, Petey Williams, and Kenny Omega. But we also have the finals of the Grand Prix Tag Team Tournament coming up very soon.
Yes!
So stay tuned for that. And TJ Wilson is also in action, defending his title against Kevin Steen.
That's what's up.
Fun fact, since it's an 84, that's going to help everyone he mentioned. So that's going to help Harry and AJ and Petey and Kenny.
Yes.
So we're going to get them over quicker. Nice.
So the next segment is Shane kind of walks backstage, and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, he comes out and he says, so apparently nobody else wants to accept my challenge, or at least nobody in the backstage area wants to accept my challenge for the night. Apparently they're too scared. So you know what? I'm going to accept a challenge from one of you crowd members here tonight. Come on, I know you want a piece of me. So he's walking around. He's like, do you accept my challenge? He goes to the challenge. He's like, do you accept my challenge? His dad gets in the way. He's like, you know what? I accept your challenge. He's like, you know what? You sound kind of American. I'm going to need to see him sign an ID. So he whips out his ID. So he's an American citizen, but he's also a Canadian citizen. He says, okay, well, you were born in America, so you don't really count. He says, I'm a Canadian citizen. He's like, yeah, but you were born American, so no dice. He's walking around, a French Canadian. He's like, in a French accent, he's like, I'll challenge you. He's like, sorry, I can't understand you. I'll move on. Finally, he gets to Giovanni, and he's like, you know what? I'll accept your challenge. He's like, you know what? All right, get in the ring, Giovanni. Let's get at it.
So Giovanni, in his street clothes, will go up against the American Dragon. And he only lasted 3 minutes and 37 seconds. When the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, cattle mutilation.
So, and about a minute and a half of that was just Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, just stomping on Giovanni's head. You know that thing where he'll grab his arms and just stomp on his head? He was doing that for like a minute and a half before putting him to cattle mutilation.
Yep.
So make swift work of another Canadian.
I don't understand how you could be off your game. All you had to do was come in and get your ass kicked. But
he wasn't selling properly.
Probably. Match got the crowd hotter, though. They really booed the fuck out of American Dragon.
Oh, I bet that would get them hotter.
There you go. Good stuff. Way to get this crowd going. At a 36.
So, during the course of this match, the Second City Saints, it started out with them kind of keeping control of the Motor City Machine Guns, making sure they don't get too much high-flying offense in. They're keeping them grounded. But eventually, they broke free. They're flipping everywhere. So eventually, the Second City Saints, they get desperate. And while Cole Cabana is distracting the ref, Punk hits, what was it? Probably Sabin or Shelley. Hits, let's see, who do you pick? He hits Alex Shelley in the kneecap with a steel pipe over and over again. He starts targeting that and stuff. But Alex Shelley, he's not done. He rallies. Eventually, he gets to the top rope, and his knee buckles. That gives CM Punk enough time to get up to the top ropes and delivers a Pepsi plunge. And then 1, 2, 3, the Second City Saints is your first ever stadium Stampede. Your first ever Stampede Tag Team Grand Prix title holders, cup winners.
Good sound like you ended that with a question. I'm sorry, I zoned out. What? Repeat that whole thing from the start of the match.
Okay. So it started off with a rest hold, right? You know, really slowing it down.
No, but I'm just looking at what they got here.
You start off the match with a rest hold? That's fucking fascinating.
That's
keeping them grounded.
Yeah, you
really
just immediately go out
heat.
there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them yet, and then immediately rest hold. You'd think they'd chain into that rest hold, but if you need a rest at the beginning of the match, there's some problems with your cardio.
Yeah, I think you might need to go back to school. Just a little bit. You know, not even 5 minutes of chain. You have to fucking... Not even 1 minute of chain.
They were winded after running down to the ring and flipping into the ring.
I mean,
They were a little winded.
maybe you should take that out of your routine if you get out of your entrance.
Well, they'll know from now on.
Oh, God. There we go. Well, a lot of red messages.
The only positives coming from Shane. So anyway, we're backstage. Shane is interviewing Kevin Steen and El Generico. He's like, "All right, Kevin Steen, you're facing T.J. Wilson for the British Commonwealth mid heavyweight title later on tonight. What was your thoughts about him? What was your thoughts about his words he was telling you? His words he was telling you. What are your thoughts on what he was talking about last week? He's like, I don't believe him. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He cheated to win that title, and he's been cheating ever since. The only reason he didn't cheat against like El Generico or something like that. Guys, come on, help me out here.
He's a
thanks.
bitch.
He's a liar. He doesn't give a damn. Fuck him.
Exactly. There you go.
And then something in French.
Ooh.
And then El Generico C.
Generica, say something stupid. C.
I eat the children. No, I said stupid, not criminal.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Anyway, they got a 44 out of this, which is kind of good for how local we are. Excellent.
Helps them out so it works.
Let's go on to the match.
There you go.
29. And about that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. TJ Wilson defeated Kevin Steen in 13:34 by pinfall with a rolling stampede. TJ Wilson makes defense number 3 of his Stampede British Commonwealth mid-heavyweight title.
That's such a long name for a title.
Stampede British Commonwealth mid-heavyweight title. Oh, dude.
Say we have a unification match eventually for the world title and the middleweight.
All right.
I mean, we could just take out the British Commonwealth part and just call it the mid-heavyweight.
No, what we do is we have a unification match to combine both of their most prestigious titles.
I got it. So then would be the Stampede British Commonwealth North American mid-heavyweight title. There you go.
No, it's a unification match, so it just becomes the Stampede World at that point heavyweight.
So the unified Stampede heavyweight title.
unified. Yeah, the unified.
Man,
Stampede
just go along with it and shut up.
And then we just introduce a TV title, so it's a lot easier.
Or we could just vacate that fucking belt.
No.
Do what our company just did.
And just introduce a new one? Yeah, that's possible. Whereas, but what I'm saying is I think our way is more fun.
Yeah, also there's the potential of T.J. Wilson becoming heavyweight champ.
So he's happy about it. I just think it's fun to unify the belts on this one, like you like to do, Eric. You like to unify the belts. Do I need to bring up the CAW days? Let's unify the belts. For no reason, even though there's no reason to unify the belts. So let's unify the belts.
That's because we had less people on the roster. There was no need for 2 world titles.
All right, guys. So what happens here?
Well, TJ Wilson, he rubbed his nuts on Kevin. This is what happened. TJ Wilson, he won, but he won gracefully. He's trying to show that he's changed. He goes for the handshake to Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen kind of shrugs him off. Goes to Generico. Generico looks unsure. Steen kind of makes the decision for him, but he's like, no, I don't trust you.
Fucking believe
TJ
this
Wilson's like, come on.
Was that match too tight around your head?
And you know what I mean? He's like, no, we're not shaking your hand. This is ridiculous. You're trying to cheap shot us. And TJ's like, don't you guys understand? I'm done with those days.
And he's like, yeah, I've heard it all before.
Yeah, but heard it all before. Your handshake don't mean shit right out here. And he just kind of walks off. Essentially is what happened. Without doing agent work on this angle. But go to 21.
All right, next.
Was struggling on the microphone.
I mean, of course he was.
And then we had our first women's match and only women's match of the night. Is Lou Fisto and Tracy Brooks. Had a decent reaction from the crowd. Subpar Wrestling. Lou Fisto defeated Tracy Brooks in 10-21 with a diving headbutt. So there you go, Lou Fisto with another victory. And Tracy Brooks debuted her bitch gimmick and got an off. Well, it's like the 20th bitch we have in the women's division. Bunch of nasty ladies in our women's division. Lou Fisto and Tracy Brooks have great chemistry wrestling, so...
Good. So they're going to be a rivalry.
Yep.
In the women's division. Maybe for the women's title we eventually bring in.
Maybe, you never know. Time for the main event of the evening.
Not yet. We got it.
Really, really horrible graphic.
Horrible. The show's going to be fine with that.
We accidentally put like Alex Shelley instead of AJ Styles or something like that on the graphic.
No, it's all the right people.
Just not that over.
Shawn Michaels was on it, so people.
There you go. In a decent match, AJ Styles defeated Kenny Omega and Petey Williams in 22:08 when AJ Styles pinned Kenny Omega with a spiral tap. AJ Styles makes defense number 1 of the Stampede North American Heavyweight title. Petey Williams was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else. But that's okay. We had a 36-man event. And I got a 40.
Oh, wow, yeah, increase in 10 regions. There we go.
So all of Canada liked that show.
Now, I wonder why that happened.
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe a small loan of $95,000.
So the kayfabe reason behind that is that Shane and some of his business partners, they got together, they got some advertisers together. They said, hey, if you give us $95,000, we'll air commercials on our new network, which will just so happen to be airing Stampede Wrestling. Oh, what else will it be airing? I don't know, cable access TV shows? All right, deal.
It's internet commercial, so you literally have to have a computer in Canada.
Watch, but oh well. We got views, and that's all that matters.
Could have done a subscription service, but we did not have enough fans for that.
Yeah, no. It would have been a major loss.
WWE has confirmed... Oh, damn it.
.1, 4,000 viewers. That's not bad.
What did WWE confirm for?
They're gonna be moving their time slot back or something like that for when SmackDown airs or something.
Triple H is not making Tuesdays any better. Apparently.
Triple H, he's gonna work Tuesdays, but he wants to also sleep in on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Oh, God. Wrestling couple split. Brock Lesnar and Rena Mero split up.
Oh, no.
Sable and Brock.
It's almost like she's very unattractive, and that doesn't satisfy Brock anymore.
It's kind of funny. They're still together to this day, IRL, but...
The game says no. Brock leaves her for something. Either that or she left him.
Let's see, what has he been up to? He's out for 4 more months.
Oh, yeah, WWE, sued him.
For legal reasons, I love that. I always love.
Why is everyone a scumbag in this game?
Because they are. I don't know, Jericho would tell you that some of the bigger guys are scumbags. And he's beat both of them in a fight.
Well, he didn't really fight Brock. He just kind of pushed him up against the wall.
Yeah, he bitched out Brock.
I mean, to be fair, I bet Brock could easily have bitched out Jericho if he wanted to.
He's probably scared of what might happen because he heard what happened to Goldberg.
Yeah, sure, because Goldberg with no fighting experience definitely compares to former UFC heavyweight champ Brock Lesnar.
Muscles don't mean fighting. Good fighting. I'm just pointing that out there.
Hey, you son of a bitch. Brock Lesnar...
Well, Brock wasn't an MMA fighter yet when that happened.
He debuted in...
That was at SummerSlam when he busted open Randy Orton, dumbass.
No, I swear it's happened twice.
What? No. It was at that SummerSlam.
Yeah, it was right after that SummerSlam. Reports, the dirt sheet started to come out that Jericho bitched out fucking Brock.
Either way, it's funny, so...
It is.
Yeah, I was even laughing when that happened.
Jericho don't take no shit.
Or maybe Brock figured it wasn't worth beating Chris Jericho's ass because Jericho doesn't know that was a work. But apparently it wasn't a work because Randy Orton says the last time I ever do WWE a favor. So
Can you read our report instead of SmackDown's for a minute? Wow, we lost fans. But it was a very good show.
It was a TV show, that's why we only had 68 fans. You get more people at events.
No, I get it.
Oh,
I say we throw... Oh yeah, we're being aired in India, by the way.
Oh, we are.
No one has a computer. Shit.
I bet it was only politicians. They were flipping through the 2 channels they have. It was oh!
No, it's on the internet. Oh, God.
They were looking at the 2 websites. They have one. Oh!
Yep.
That's just funny. We got...
Who the hell is... What the hell is a Stampede? A Stampede's the only other website that's on here. Let's find out what it is.
I can't wait for Eric to ref a match for an Indian guy, and somehow he sees this and beats the shit out of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
How dare you disrespect one of my 20 gas stations?
I'll tell GB. He'll whoop your ass for sure. GB don't take that shit. He still recognizes me. I'd barely go to that gas station.
Oh, God, yeah.
He still recognizes me.
I don't go early enough in the morning. I haven't seen him in mods.
He's in the afternoon. Sometimes he switches up. I've caught him the last 2 times in the later afternoons.
That bastard.
He does mornings and afternoons. I guess he just when his kid doesn't show up, because I know his kid works there. He does their shift, and he does probably a 16.
Fuck him.
Glad.
Is AJ getting over up here?
Oh.
Yes, he is.
Or was that just how... Oh, yeah, he is.
No, he was an 18. I'm pretty sure he started.
Yeah, 20. No, see, this is the beginning. He's now 20, 20. Still a 19 in the Maritimes. So if these motherfuckers can gain popularity fast, how come we ain't gaining popularity as a company? It's just so hard. I don't understand.
That's what she said.
Like, is the popularity glitch for companies? Because, like, for some reason, they can't seem to move.
Yeah, give it a few shows. If it stays that way, we'll just do it manually from now on.
Yeah.
Like one per show, just so it's more, or one for a few shows. I don't know. Then again, we've only gotten through. We're not even through the first month. So
I
after
see.
the first month.
See,
There's your problem with the NWA. You have to put on good shows to get higher up.
We were doing great shows. Look at this bastard. He's talking about quality when he hadn't even watched them.
Exactly. I just know that you two are silly sometimes.
Yeah, we took that one very seriously. Matter of fact,
Company size criteria.
Despite the fact that we had Orange Cassidy come into a very serious wrestling promotion.
Okay, popularity spills over naturally. Please see the game. But then again, the wrestling industry is rising from a very shit, so it's gonna be a while till we see anything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I think the show's definitely gonna help us, though. It definitely will. I like how he's just reading about freezing, and it's like we haven't dropped, so... I don't know.
We'll probably just end the episode or something like that.
I mean, maybe. It depends on how long we went.
is there anything else we gotta do? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well,
Alright, see ya.
time for episode 4. Thank you. And we'll see you guys for what? This is episode 3. We'll see you on episode 4.
Hey, everybody.